I can't believe it's been 10 years. My niece lives in Wichita, Kansas, and she went to this camp, and it had originated in Savannah, Kansas, and she had come to us that summer. She lives in Wichita, and she came to us that summer and said, I went to the best camp ever. You need to bring it to Savannah. No, she said, I need to bring it to Savannah. I said, okay. So we decided, this was 10 years ago, that we would listen to her, and she was in 10th grade at the time, and we were like, okay, nothing will happen with this. But she kept coming and she kept sending us things, and every time we went to the diocese, it kept going further and further, and before you knew it, we were starting this camp. And so it's been 10 years in the making and has morphed into Savannah's version of the one in Kansas, but it's just a beautiful service camp for teens. We started with 7 teenagers and could barely get them to stay because we didn't have really the work for them to do. We were trying to reach out in the community, and that's our mission, is we put the teens into serving in the community. And so the first year we were learning the basics and learning how it's a community service and the sacramental part. And so they're getting their faith half of the day and serving the community the other half. And at the very beginning we were just learning, and it has really, now this year we have, like I said, we started with 7. This year we have almost 80. We painted, 7 houses this week. We work with the city of Savannah that helps us get to the people in need. We've gone to 2 parishes and done a lot of work, and we've been at social apostolate. We've been working with the elderly. And so we have all of these things, and now people are coming to us saying, you know, we need help. And they get revitalized by these teens, and these teens get revitalized by them, and they pray together and they talk and they build each other up, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love Mary Grace. This year is very special because it is the 10th year that we have it in Savannah, Georgia, which is really cool for me too, because I was here the first summer that they had started it over here, and so they asked me to come back this year to help out on the 10th year, and it's been just incredible to see like how big it has really actually gotten now. They start early. We get up at about 6:40 in the morning and go out and pray the rosary, a walking rosary in the morning, go to Mass, and they go out into this hot sun. No matter how hard the work is, no matter how early the mornings are and how late the nights are, somehow there's a sense of renewal at the end of the week that you've really accomplished something. And we're working with a lot of people from the parish. Like, we're working around the parish, helping out the parish center, the school, and people that are around them. And so, like, they can actually put names to faces that they've never, that they see all the time, but they never talked to them before. And so they actually get to hear that person's story and get to talk to that person in a way that they never would have before. And that just gives them an opportunity to not only get something out of the program, but like know how to do it in their day-to-day life. Like, they know that Johnny over there is actually a real person with a story, and that they can actually go out and reach out to that person, and they actually have needs that they can help them with. And I feel like they never really get that opportunity. They don't get that opportunity a lot, and I think this gives that to them. Just a door opening to service for others.
What's really cool about Prayer in Action is it's prayer. So we have morning prayer that we do on the work sites with them. We have afternoon prayer. We have evening prayer with them. We end our work site days with prayer, but also we have hard manual labor to do with them, just like joy in labor. It's just a beautiful way for students to not only give back to their community, but also learn what the fruit of hard labor looks like.
It's important to see, it's important for other people to see the impact that they can have in the community, and to be an example, for the Catholic Church to be an example of that is, I would say, like the highest form of a way to show that, to be able to love people in the community, especially ones that you don't know, which I think is even more beautiful. But yeah, I think putting it on display and like as representing the Catholic Church as just, I don't know, it's great. I love being a part of it, and I think it's a beautiful way to go about that.
Prayer in Action is such a safe place to grow your relationship with God. And sometimes I'll be in church and I'll look at other people and I'll be like, well, I wonder where they are in their relationship with God. But the thing about Prayer in Action is everybody's so young that everybody feels the same, and we're all here for the same reason. It's like everybody wants to be here. It doesn't feel like you come to a camp and people's parents are forcing them to be here. It feels like you're in a community of people that love Christ, and that is the reason that they want to be here.
If you're unsure of your relationship with God, or you just want to kick back in like a relaxed setting and talk about like your faith and like Christianity and Catholicism and all of that, I recommend it. You get to help people in need. You get to meet a bunch of new people. Like there's nothing really, like there's nothing to lose. A lot of times we forget that there's a lot of people, like we kind of live in our own bubble, and we forget that there's people out there that really need our help. And I think Prayer in Action kind of reminds us of that, and we get a chance to interact with the people that really need it, and it kind of like sparks something inside of us to maybe go on and do it outside of Prayer in Action.
The feeling that you have afterwards is so rewarding. Not only do you get to feel closer in your relationship with Christ and like you've grown that, you get to come out of this week knowing that you've helped other people in the community who are less fortunate.
You come away with a stronger fire in your heart for the faith. It really just builds that faith up in you and allows you to express it.
They're all teenagers, you know, and teenagers sometimes, or all the time, no teenager has their life together, and that's okay. But if we can get them to meet Jesus, like that just really makes my heart happy. I love them a lot, and that's why I love being here at Prayer in Action. That's why I'm back a second summer, is because I love them so much, and I just deeply desire for these students specifically to meet Jesus and to know him, because he just wants them so badly, and he wants a relationship with them so much. And so I want to be a vessel to help facilitate that.
It changes a teen's life. As silly as that sounds, I think when you get into high school, you know, teens go 90 to nothing, and they're looking for something. They're looking for something. They don't know how to fill this hole of is giving to others, and they a lot of times, you know, our teenagers have so much noise around them, whether it's on their phones or the television or games. And it's good when they come to Prayer in Action, everything they I'm gonna say relinquish, sometimes not wanting to, their telephones and all their distractions, and they're present to the people in front of them, and they're open to the Holy Spirit to move through them, and then they're serving other people. And I've always said if a teenager is having problems, they need to be serving someone else to realize their problems aren't really as bad as they think they are. So I would tell them it's a game changer, it's a life changer, and they make these lifetime friendships that they won't forget. So that's how I would explain prayer in action.